Hey everybody, how's it going today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful, blessed day today. Today I want to talk about, does God grant us the desires of our heart? Does God grant us the desires of our hearts? I'm going to take my time here and allow the Lord to give me the word to say as I go along with this video, because I want to be edifying to the body of Christ as much as I can and uplift some people, give encouraging words, okay? Now, where I believe most folks get themselves in trouble, I've been there myself. They think that when they hear, God grant me the desires of my heart, they automatically construe that to finding a spouse. And when they don't get that spouse, they get upset with God and disappointed in God and get angry with God because the desire of their heart was in the wrong spot to begin with, okay? Now, decide with some folks, but I pray I find a friend. My heart's desire is to find a friend. When they don't get that friend, they get angry and disappointed at God, okay? Now, the key points I want to make here is, what is your true desires of your heart? What is your most longing desire you have within that heart? What is it? Your desire should be to become a more joyful child of the Most High Yah, okay? To be more spirit-filled. To be overcoming your flesh. And to be a Bible to sinners a sinner will read. Oftentimes, the professing Christian reads because most of the time those people don't even open the book. You only hide $100 for somebody to stick it in the Bible. They ain't going to go there about it. So my point, I know it's a little harsh there, but let's be honest. When you think about your heart's desire, what is your desire the most? See what I'm saying? Are you placing your happiness and joy in God first above all things? Or are you just treating God as a personal sky genie? Now we get somewhere, aren't we? Are you treating God like the genie that grants you your wish? Like that friend that you only know when you need them for something. Once you get what you got from your friend, or it could be a family member, you don't know them anymore. You don't need them anymore. Once you're done with them folks, you stick them back up in your spare tire rack, and when you get ready for that spare tire again, you pull them off and put them on your vehicle again. Is that correct? When your tire goes flat? Is that how most folks treat the Most High Yah? And then most of you wonder why you're not getting blessed the way you want to get blessed. So I'm saying, when you want your desires to be in the right order, that's where you move forward. Like some people, when your desire should be to be thankful year round, right? Now, I'm not saying this because Thanksgiving's next week. Not next week. I'm sorry about that. Fast forward a month too quick. But it's a month, but it's just the end of October now. I'm not doing this video, okay? But that's being for real, all right? But you don't got to wait on Thanksgiving to be thankful. Just have a Christmas time. You don't got to wait on Christmas to be a giver. So, why is it that you got to wait once a year to be thankful? Once a year to give and be nice to somebody? Can I take it there right quick? I know I took it there in one of my videos before. I just want to do it there again. Most of the time, these holidays, especially with the Christmas and not Halloween, I already did a video on that, but like I say, but a child of God should be celebrated that either, okay? But for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right, seems to be the glorified family reunion, right? We will see you next year, but not everybody gets another year, okay? It's how when Hurricane Helene came in, right? So So I'm saying, many folks lost their lives, right? They're not going to see another Thanksgiving. So I get that, right? See, when you have a true giving spirit, because it's your heart's desire to be a giver and a blesser. So I mean, it's in your heart's desire to be thankful and grateful for what you have year round. So I'm saying, that should be your heart's desire, but most folks got their desires up in the wrong spot. Now, I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to desire a spouse. I'm not knocking that one bit. I'm not saying it's wrong to desire a friend. I'm not saying that one bit, but I'm just making a point here, sheds a light that most people hadn't already talked about on this topic here. Most folks, you know, when you think about getting your desires right with the Most High God first above anything else, then all things be added to you, right? But what is your motive behind it? So, I mean, what is your motivation, a person behind perspective or perspective? That I messed up on that, but that's okay, but I'll keep rolling. What's your purpose behind that thing that you do? Is it to be a blessing to somebody, or are you doing it just be seen and heard? You know what I'm saying? See, when you put your desires in the right spot, that's what God will grant you your desires, okay? See, the heart can be misleading, okay? Because your heart can be in control of your emotions and your actions too if you're not careful. So I'm saying, see, the thing of it is, most folks, I believe, like I said, not going to repeat myself like a rabbit running around in circles, okay? They just get so fixated on being married with kids, they forget the bigger, greater picture. Most folks get so fixated on being married with kids, they forget the bigger, greater picture. And then you wonder why you got so many single folks dropping out of church buildings. Don't get me started on fellas now. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, feminist sermons. I mean, I'll say to everybody, I can't judge. But it's being honest, okay? Some people want the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. But when a person comes up with the truth, they can't handle it. They can't. They get offended so easily. You see what I'm saying? When you put your desires in the right spot, being more like Christ, less like you, that's the great place to start. So, I mean, my desire is to be filled with joy and happiness in all the days of my life, and that God's praise will continually be in my mouth. You know, like the Bible says, that's what I want to do. Instead of like most folks, right? They'll grumble, complain about every little small thing there is, right? Complaining one minute and then praising the next minute. You wonder why some people can't take some professor Christian seriously. You praise the Most High y'all one minute, but you back to grumbling and complaining the next second. So I mean, when you get filled up with joy and happiness and peace and comfort from the Most High Yah, because that's in God's heart for you, for God to have, for you to have that desire of God's heart for you, and to have your heart lining up with God's heart, right? So I mean, does that make any sense? When you have the desires of your heart meeting God, right? That's a blessing, okay? See, most folks, they just want to just, like I said, they just want to focus on wife or kids, material wealth, right? Wife or kids, material gain, right? But what good is having those things if you're unprosperous in all your areas of your soul? What good is that? So I mean, what good is going to a church building if your church building pastor ain't standing on the truth? Ouch. What good is that? You're just a comfortable sinner going to a church building. That's all you are. And then you wonder why sinners don't want to take Christianity seriously. Go to a church building the same way and leave the same way as it came. Where's your heart at? I know these last few videos have been a hard theme examination, right? You see what I'm saying? I just roll with it, okay? You want to reach out to people. You got to get down to the nitty gritty where these broken people are so you can reach out to them so you can pull them up out of that muck, okay? But they have a choice whether or not they want to get themselves up out of that situation, okay? Some people fall 7 times, but the different thing is, it's not about how you fall. It's how long you stay down, though. So, I mean, right? But like I say, when you want your desires in the Most High Yah to become a more stronger child of the Most High Yah, God Jehovah, Jesus the Christ, that is when your heart's desires are in the right spots, okay? So, I mean, when you really think about the desires of your heart, you really study it, you really break it down, you really think about it. You know, you can think about the heart's desire could mean a whole plethora of things, right? Some people can have wicked desires in their heart. You want to say that, oh, does God grant me the desires of my heart? If they're wicked desires, you might as well walk away. And if those desires do get granted, you might want to check which God you're talking about there. Little capital G God right there is blessing right there. Most folks don't realize Satan hands out blessings also. You better catch that. Satan hands out blessings also. You know that's how with the fellas, right? You know, you want to go cheat on your wife, or you, a single man, you want to go have your son for the night. You could ask the devil tonight, hey, make a way, you know, provide a way, get me there tonight. The devil will do it. But then you're going to be crying about your consequence. How do you do it? Yes, sexual sin is fun until somebody gets caught and get caught up with the consequence of which they never even did it. So that's what's wrong with some of these church buildings. They don't want to talk about that part. They just want to sweep up underneath the rug like it don't even happen. But you got congregation members sleeping with each other outside of marriage, right? Uh-oh. So, I mean, see what happens when you get studied about the desires of your heart? What kind of desires are they? Are they good desires or are they wicked desires? You better be careful, because the devil can hand out counterfeits also, make it think it came for the Most High, but it really came for the devil. Why else do you think that the devil tempted Jesus on the Mount of Olives? Telling Jesus, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all these kingdoms. So I was saying, and what make you think the devil won't do that to you? What make you think that? So I mean, you need to be careful about saying what God granted me the desires of my heart. If they're good desires, that's a great thing. But if they're bad desires, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble, okay? Because the Bible does say everything that comes from the heart is not pure. Everything that comes from the heart is not pure. See, even Jesus, Yahshua said, if you look upon a woman and lust at her, you don't commit adultery with her inside of your heart. Because Jesus already knew if you already had the opportunity to do it, you'll do it. So, I mean, you had a chance to do it, you had a way to do it, you'll do it. So he called him out on it. See what I'm saying? But like I say, when you think about desires of your heart, what kind of desires are we talking about? That's the question. What kind of desires are you speaking of when you say, well, God gave me the desires of my heart? You better make sure your heart's in the right motive spot, right? You better make sure there's a good motives behind that heart, right? So I mean, so I'm saying. Because your heart can lie to you too. But like I say, when your heart is in the right spot, as I wrap this video up, when your heart is in the right spot, in the right place, with the Most High Yah, above all things in this world there is to offer, wife, kids, whatever, that's where it's all at, right? When your heart's desire, God fill me up with joy and happiness, peace. When people see the Most High living in me, they don't have to say, that fellow must be a Christian. They will see it in their actions. So I mean, they will see something living in them they would love to have. So I mean, when that becomes the desire of your heart, to be a walking testimony, or to be a walking sermon. So I mean, to be that light that shines in a dark world. So I'm saying, that is where your growth comes in. See, you get to that point like me. I'm 39 years old and never been married in a day of my life, and never been on a day in my life, right? Now, if I ever get married, that'd be great. But if I don't get married, never experienced that, that'd be great also. Why is that? Because my joy is not is not dependent on whether or not I get married, okay? My joy is placed in the palm of the hands that created me. So I mean, my joy and happiness comes in the Most High Yah. That's where most folks get themselves in trouble so many ways. They go looking for joy, happiness, and everything else, but they don't seek out the Lord for joy and happiness. They want to fill that void with other things, but God is the only piece of that puzzle that will fill that void in that heart. So I mean, and that's why most folks say, for a single man, you're not angry and bitter. Say, why? Because I chose not to be that way. Because I have seen that over the years more than once, and I'm not that type of man. I chose not to be that type of man. So I mean, but like I say, when you get your desires met with God, giving you happiness, peace, and joy, giving you things you need more than things you want, that's a wonderful thing. Because most people get so stuck and fixated on, I want. But they never ask the Most High God to give them what they truly need. So I mean, when you have a sound mind, that's a blessing. When you have food on the table, that's a blessing. When you have a roof over your head, that's a blessing. When you're able to walk, talk, and see and hear, that's a blessing. When you count your blessings day by day, that's another blessing. So I mean, what is the desire of your heart? Is your desire of your heart in trying to find a spouse, or is the desire of your heart trying to get more stronger in the Lord, building a stronger relationship with the Lord, and gaining happiness, joy, peace, and contentment? Now remember, when you're content in life, it don't always mean you're going to stay in that same situation. But that just means you're not going to waver or grumble and complain about the situation you're in, okay? So I mean, but like I say, when you are joyful in the Lord, you don't have to go around saying, hey, everybody, look at me, I'm a Christian. Look at me, I got the Caleb sticker. Hey, look at me, I have the fish symbol. I go catch me a daggone fish in a pond right now if I want to, okay? At least I can eat that. But I just being for real, okay? I mean, I understand to say fish to man, but I just being honest. You know, some of those people, they just abuse them symbols so much. I mean, it's just sad. But when the desire of your heart is to be filled with the Holy Spirit, that people will see something in you, they don't have to ask questions. See, as I end this video for real, I have seen many people, that's I love, oh, I'm a Christian, blood-bought, born-again child of God, yet living like the devil. But then when I seen some folks I thought were a sinner because they didn't talk about being a Christian, shoot, they're a child of the Most High God. They don't need to go going around talking about, hey, look at me, look how Christian I am, because they're letting their actions do the talking. They let their actions do the speaking. So, I mean, it's amazing how some folks, not saying everybody, it's amazing how some folks will whistle, I'm a Christian. Most of the time, all the time, they don't even know who to say they are. versus the ones that's not walk around whistling, I'm a Christian. You know, be like, you know, you got a good attitude about yourself. You're helping people. You're doing this and that. You're just got a great, meek, humble spirit. I mean, you just have a good attitude about yourself. You're telling them you're a child of the Most High God. You know, that's a wonderful thing, okay? But like I say, you know, a clinging symbol oftentimes gets a lot of attention, right? Oftentimes when there's somebody that's silent and that's not out making noise, and somebody that's just being quick to listen, slow to speak, they don't really get much attention paid to them. They don't. Because they're not out there trying to be seen and heard. They just want to glorify the Most High God. They just want to glorify God, Jehovah, Jesus, the Christ. They want to be an influence and a spiritual person, right? They want to be somebody that say they are, instead of making their mouth say what they want to say, but their actions don't line up with it. So I mean, so that's why I say, where is the desires of your heart? Is your desire of your heart to be a stronger child of God, or are you putting your desires of your heart into other things, but other than the Most High God? So I'll leave y'all with that. If y'all have any questions or feedback or anything, there's anything I've left out, you thought I left out in this video, you know, just feel free to leave that in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for taking time out of your day to watch, and I hope and pray y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. This video is edifying, blessed to you. So I'll see y'all back in my next one. God bless.